Hi everyone, I'm Candace. This is Eclectic Coach and Lyran Sky, and I am excited to be doing your reading today. And for those of you who picked piece number 1, what's finally working out and going to be going well in this next chapter of your life, I did burn some Palo Santo and said some quick prayers over the space, but I invite you to do the same. Take a couple deep breaths as we settle into the reading. And be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you want to be notified every time I make new content. So what I immediately got, and this card just flipped out when I pulled it, was that you're going to be given a piece of information. You're going to find something on a website. Something's going to come to you in an email. You're going to see an ad. A friend's going to say something. Something's going to happen. A piece of information is going to be transferred, and you're going to get a key piece of research that you need just before proceeding, and it's going to really elevate the project of whatever you're working on. So you're going to be taking something to like the next level. I'm getting that your colors are really bright, and there's going to be no more like procrastinating. You're making decisions quickly. Your confusion that has been arising from overanalyzing all the options is over. Like, you're just not going to do that anymore. Like, you're done. You're focused. You're just going to dial it in. You realize that choosing something means that you get something, means that something actually happens. And yeah, you're going to just do what it takes, and you know that you have what it takes, and you're just going to try. And it's going to be more of like an exploratory process, an open process, and kind of like a discovery process, because you're going to try practicing being fully present in the moment. And as you do that, you are going to be given new information, new key insights, and this is really going to help you up level your project and whatever it is that you're working on. I'm getting something very work related, very focused on a craft that you're creating, a message that you're delivering, something related to work, something related to a project, something about launching a project, something about, yeah, they're like launching this boat out to sea, and all the people that you need are going to help you. If you need somebody who's just a little bit more dialed into the organizations, the numbers, but you want somebody centered, because I'm really seeing the heart and the world. So this person's very logical about how the world works, but very heart-centered, very structured, is going to come into your life. You're not going to be in this energy of just trying a million things and being unfocused or scattered in any way. You're really dialing it in. You're taking it to the next level in terms of the quality. However, you are letting go of stress. You're finding an easier way to simplify, streamline, organize, optimize, systematize your entire process, so that it's so elevated and so easy and so much lighter and easier to carry. And these are just like gold ideas. So if you've got anything conceptual out there, anything artistic, anything related to ideas and strands or income streams, they're going to start really flourishing. And yeah, you're done with indecision. And if it just kind of pops up again, take a deep breath, say a prayer, and ask that it be released from you. Any prior patterns of procrastination or indecision or perfectionism, or what if it's not good enough? Like, you're just going to be allowing yourself to go for it. And it's going to be more about the movement and the energy and the creativity in a focused way, but without like hindering yourself with too many decisions. And is there anything else for this pile? What about in this pile? I'm getting to look at the details, but don't allow them to stop you. Set aside some time to just like look at the details, and then set aside some other time to address any sort of details. So looking at it is one thing, doing something about it and strategizing that plan is something else. Separate those activities, I'm hearing to tell you. And yeah, you have every reason to look into the future with hope and optimism, the power of faith to move mountains, happy changes that bring relief from challenging times. Yeah, just the weight of indecision and decision fatigue is now over. You are looking at the details, not allowing yourself to be too consumed with them, separating the time between when you look at the details, when you strategize a plan to get through them. You are working with structured people. You are tapping into the structured part of yourself. Either way, that needs to happen for the successful launch. You're going to find a piece of information that makes it next level, that you're done with procrastinating. You're done holding yourself back with self-doubt. If it creeps up, you just hand it over to spirit. You are finding new ways, new systems to organize your life, organize your reality, and make your what you're carrying and what you're creating in these streams of income lighter, easier to manage, and very enjoyable. But you're not kind of going to be this dilettante. You're going to be very focused and be able to zoom in and out between the macro and the micro. So anyway, I hope that that was helpful for those of you who picked piece number 1, and I will see you in the next reading for those of you who picked piece number 2. And be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Also, I am doing a Type Insights course for those of you who are an intuitive personality. That means that you have an N in your type indicator, your type letter configuration, INFJ, INTP, that sort of thing. And I'm creating a quick life optimization guide. And be sure to check that out, and I will see you in the next reading. This isn't normally how I'm going to do my videos, but I just felt kind of inspired to just try something completely different. And instead of trying to mess with the camera angle and try to adjust it where I couldn't see it, I would just present myself and say, hey, this is what I'm doing. I'm also coming up with my own Oracle card deck, and if you're interested, I'm doing a Type Insight course for Life Optimized for all the intuitive types. If you're a sensor, then and you're interested in receiving the course for your particular type, let me know. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. But this is what's finally opening up, and new opportunities, new fresh energy that's coming into your world. Okay. So the first thing that came out was like, if there's been somebody that's been just like a little overbearing and there's just been too much structure, and right now you would really like some like creative flow, some ease, some grace. That's going to be coming in for you, a loosening up of the structure, or if there's been somebody who's been sort of tyrannical or above you, or just trying to implement some rules or some structure that you don't like, that's going to be going away now. And then what came out next was the 7 of Summer. So you're going to stop procrastinating. Your power comes from making decisions. And confusion that comes from overanalyzing options. So what I've got is that, yes, so the structure may be going away. So you want to have like a way of just organizing your system, your life in a way that helps you check out my course if you're interested in managing your energy through your personality, through your cognitive stack, like a map, energy map. And but there are lots of different systems. Just check on that to make sure that if this power structure, this organizational structure goes away, you have something so that you don't get stuck in any sort of indecision. So if you need comfort or you need support, what I see is that you're going to be reaching out to others for that love and that comfort, and you're going to grow stronger from the situation. And any sadness that you felt over any kind of endings, because sometimes when we have a job or we have a relationship or we have a dynamic in one of our relationships that provides us structure, and I'm seeing here with the heart and the world, then sometimes we can feel some sadness, but you can find that you can really depend on yourself and you can reach out to others for love and comfort and support, and you're not doing it alone. And what I'm getting is that people of other generations can come and help you, maybe mother figures or aunts or powerful women in your community or mentorship, and coming to like guide you and support you. Yeah, so what I'm getting is that you are going to be getting relationships and emotional experiences and invitations to social events, and this person's going to be compassionate with you, and that's going to be beautiful and wonderful. Obviously, trust is built up over time and shared experiences and good experiences with somebody. But if this is somebody that you know and you love, that's really great. It's really going to support you. Yeah, you're going to be releasing some of these structures. And here's another grandmother type figure. So let go of the past, and ending makes way for new beginnings. It's time to move on. This person will really help you and kind of be the catalyst for this new transition. I'm hearing for something. Some things are better left unsaid. I'm hearing and other earthy advice. So other kind of grandmother type wisdom, awareness, understanding. And for most of you, it's going to be someone from the past. For a few of you, it's going to be a new relationship. But mostly it's somebody supportive, somebody that you know, somebody that you already have experiences knowing that you can trust them. This is really a time for your relationships. Do whatever feels most resonant with you, but this is really a time to nurture your relationships, prioritize your relationships, and give yourself permission, if it feels right and if it feels aligned, to not always be into work and results. And I'll give this a time to like rebuild your confidence, re-envision your identity, your story of yourself, because this is a time of letting go of maybe something that was painful or difficult. This is a time for making new wishes and dreams coming true. This is a time for being cared for and experiencing connection with grandmother type wisdom and healing. This is also a time for using tact and sensitivity and emotional feeling. You're letting go of old structures. You're releasing a past that no longer serves you. You reach out to others for love and comfort. You get that support and you get that love and that nurturing and that comforting. And it's really the time to go inward and to recuperate and heal. Yeah, not the time for big plans. And yeah, you can think about things, you can take some action, but do it from a really gentle place. Do it from a really clear place. Not a frantic. Yeah, there's just going to be a healing of a younger part of yourself. Maybe she's going to introduce you to a craft in your family. This is going to introduce you to new possibilities, new ideas. You're going to find yourself to be more self-sufficient than ever, but self-sufficient in the way that you've got your family, you've got your friends, you've got your connections that you're building. These can also just be people that you feel like you've known for a really long time, but for most of you, they are people that you know. It is someone that you know, and you're going to be healing younger versions of yourself. You're letting go of old dominating structures, and it's a good time to pass along legacy and crafts, whether it's like knitting or sewing or cooking or organizing or shopping, I heard, for some people, or holiday decorating or raising children, or very earthy things. And this is a good time to kind of go inward, and also a time to nurture your treasured relationships. Okay, hi everyone, I'm Candace. This is Eclectic Coach. This isn't normally how I'm going to do my readings, but I just figured I would try it in this new way every once in a while. And yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to light this really quick. Okay. Oh no. To clear the energy. And for those of you who picked group 4, the first card that jumped out, and these are going to be ideas about what is going to be happening next that's finally working together, coming together in this next phase of your life. And we got the 10 of Cups, and you're just going to be feeling very confident, very radiant, very alive within yourself, and that's just going to be awesome. You're going to be feeling very sharp, very on your throne, very clear, very much in your clean era, very attractive and desired. So that's really fun. Able to really visualize. I'm getting that with this eye here. And the Hierophant is about religions and getting really clear about what you would like to envision for yourself, what you would like to create for yourself. Using guided imagery, visualization. I have a program called Success Imagery on my Lyran Sky podcast, if you want to check that out. But it's about using guided imagery, visualization to create what you want. And you're definitely feeling very sharp, very clear-minded, very attractive. Both your solar plexus and your solar plex and your third eye are very strong, and you're utilizing spiritual wisdom. At one point you felt very stuck in like a prison of your own mind, and if you aren't feeling that now, you will be feeling completely able to envision the life that you want. Any like conflict, you realize that it's because you were focusing on it, and now you're reallocating your energy and your focus on creating what you want, on creating the life that you want, on making things good for yourself, you realize that it's only going to have as much energy and attention as you're willing to give it, and you're walking away from conflict. Yeah, you're mastering your emotions. You're determined to master your emotions. So things are going to be looking up for you. Things are going to be going really, really well. Yeah. You're learning how to dance with life. You're learning the ebbs and flow of life. Focus on the flowers, the beauty of the flowers, the beauty of the spring. Something about a feeling of like your wings feeling alive, feeling energized, feeling like spring, wanting to be around playful, fun people, wanting to be around people who make you feel like frisky and flirty and alive and like you have a strong solar plex chakra. I don't know why, but I feel called to use this deck. Yeah, you just decided to let go. Let go of any thoughts that don't serve you. You're not going to feed those types of thoughts. You're not going to feed that type of energy. You are visualizing what you want. You're clearing your mind. You're clearing away old stories and limitations and beliefs. And you're realizing that those are just like constructs and like layers and layers of stories that you get to reinvent. You get to tell whatever story you want. You get to reflect back to yourself the person that you want to be with your behavior and the way that you're showing up. You're willing to look at yourself. You're willing to look at your shadow. Anything else for this group? Yeah, so you're able to like wish upon a star now. And the 10 of Pentacles. So it's about legacy. It's about leisurely energy, the way that she's walking through this courtyard. It's about, and you got the Hierophant in reverse. So upright and reversed. So in this deck with the eye, it's upright. And there's also this suitor that she's locking eyes with. So you're changing what you want to create for yourself. You're challenging old belief systems because in the traditional deck, we've got this in reverse. So you are starting to challenge old stories. I'm hearing the Yaima song. I think it's called Yaima. Free from all old stories, I've been told. I walk through the valley of my own shadow. And it's this ability to really like look at yourself, see your thoughts for what they are, choosing to be dignified, take control of your mind with this color blue, this indigo color of your third eye, and walk away from conflict, engage with people who are uplifting, really being determined to master your emotions, really being determined to focus on the cup that you want, on creating the life experience that you want. Do you want to be fit? Do you want to be in shape? Do you want to be desired? Do you want a relationship? Do you want money? Because that's also available for you. And taking on new narratives, new unconventional beliefs and ideas. And I just pulled this and turned it over. So building structures, systems, support that help you really grow, measure your progress. I do individual coaching if you're interested in that. And I also have a type optimization program for managing your energy effectively. So that's one key strategy. But having strategy, having structure, having support, really taking control of your third eye through visualization, imagining what you want to create, and challenging those old conventional belief systems. And I really feel that you're going to be feeling just this energy, this confidence, this strength within yourself, which is really, really fun. And those are things that are coming together for you, and you're feeling really sharp and focused in your mind. And with these dogs at her side, you have like loyal companions and loyal people in your environment that care about you, that support you, but you don't suffer fools, and you own your own mind, and you can see deeply into things, and you have healthy boundaries, and you know when to put up the wall of ice when it's necessary. So that's really great for you. And you're definitely in your queen energy. You have the Queen of Wands, so the Queen of Fire with that black cat. You've got this intuition, you've got this energy, this primal sort of magnetism about you. And again, with the color yellow, strong solar plex energy, and letting go of any old stories really is going to be done through mastering these emotions. And you're just going to be feeling so confident. So I'm very excited for you. And be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell for more. And check out my programs in the links and descriptions below. Take care. Okay, everyone who picked group number 4. So I don't know what happened, but totally can't hear me. The sound is off. We're going to try it again. I guess it wasn't meant to be. It was weird. My candle went out so we just invite the Holy Spirit, infinite intelligence, love, light, to the highest possibility for whoever's watching this reading to get something out of it, something that is helpful, beneficial, and accurate and easy to implement. And yeah. So for those of you who picked piece 4, this is not how I'm normally going to be doing my readings, but this is how I'm doing it tonight. The first thing that's coming out is the 6 of Cups. So if there's been anything in your past that has been troubling you, sort of like this dark corridor kind of door that's been affecting you emotionally, I'm seeing that lighten up. Yeah, so there's going to be, with this green color here, a lot of healing energy that is coming in for you. So this reading is all about the uplifted energy that's coming in for you and what you can expect. And so I'm hearing you're going to be receiving a gift. This can be a gift of affection. This can be an actual tangible gift, a gesture, a kind word, a compliment. You're going to really take that gift and go inward and seek your own truth and seek your own light and reflect on some things. And you're going to be, with all these like little lights flying around her, very spiritually inspired and supported. So yeah, your heart chakra is going to be opening up. You're going to be letting go of this past energy. And I want to just look here and just see what you could be doing to solidifying that positive energy. So having the courage to ask for help, sometimes that's a major lesson that we are forced to learn in this life. I know that I myself really do not like that at all. I wish that I never had to ask for help, but we do. We have to have courage to ask for help, and also still have healthy boundaries when we're accepting that help. And that doesn't just mean that we're agreeing to like whatever. We've got to figure out what we need, what works for us, and how we can cooperate with others. Because this says cooperate, and this says have the courage to ask for help. And this is also ask for your needs to be met. So this is a very clear sign. So if you've ever had, some pain or some trouble around that, Spirit's really working with you to inspire you, to tell you who and where to ask for help, to get the love and support that you need. And if you're ever feeling depleted, just going out in nature, listening to the wind in the trees, watching the birds. I'm getting exercise in nature. Go for really long hikes. Make sure to take big, deep belly breaths, and replenish yourself and commune with nature. And also ask for the courage to ask for help and you'll be shown who, where, when, and how to best ask for help. And you can just relax and trust that God is your source and that there's always angels with you and everything's going to be fine. So this is Ariel and the angel of strength. And you're going to have the strength that you need to get through anything that's happened. Again, with these sparkly lights in the background, I'm just getting a lot of divine inspiration. And this angel's holding an orb. So pay attention if you see orbs around you or in your environment. They could be spirits of passed on loved ones and just spirit guides guiding you, supporting you. I've seen some really, really cool images taken when I was on my ayahuasca journey. This woman took a picture of all these different things that she saw when she was walking around in the woods, and they had like faces. They were so interesting and beautiful. And so go out into nature and realize that you have a plethora of support both on the physical and non-physical realms. And I'm getting to remind you that the non-physical realms eventually, with attention, focus, and stewardship, manifest into nature, into the physical realm. So as you get out in nature, as you water your garden in your mind, water your ideas with action, and just having healthy belief and faith in yourself and faith in the Creator. Also, you can connect with different power animals, and I have a deck for that. Check that out. That will be in the description box when it becomes available. Working with different power animals in your lower world is a very powerful shamanic tool and technique for accessing this wisdom, this information, this energy, and this power. So ask, and also ask the people that you know, but also ask Spirit and your spirit guides. And I'm getting to remind you just that, you know, they can't do more than you ask. That's an inner, that's intervening on your free will. So they're just getting to remind you to ask. And also just remind you to get out in nature. No more complaining, more deep breathing, more listening to yourself breathe. And eating clean energy food is going to be especially helpful for you at this time. And yeah, you're just going to be healing your heart and letting go of any past pain, any past trauma, any past trauma stories, and just embracing the present moment, not complaining, taking big, deep breaths, being out in nature, being with friends and family, prioritizing that. And that's really going to give you the strength. And you're going to go inward and hermit for a while and heal and get all this inspiration from these beautiful orbs. And you will also be given messages, I'm hearing, of communication from your guides. You're going to feel really connected, especially from the heart space, feeling very connected to nature, feeling very connected to your female lineage. You'll receive a gift, a text, a call, a tangible gift, either from Spirit or from a living person. But I'm definitely getting that you will be getting gifts from actual living people. So keep your eyes open for that. Be a grateful receiver. Let it heal your heart. And there's something about the color of her dress being a little bit more aqua color. Practice using your voice to express gratitude and appreciation and compliment instead of complain. And all these amazing, wonderful things are happening for you, and you're just going to feel this strength, and you're going to feel really supported in both the physical and non-physical realms. All right, I hope that was helpful, and I will see you in the next video. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and check out my description box for my other material, my coaching, my courses, things like that. All right, take care.